I'm Marco. I'm one of the founding members of TEDA, and we're an agricultural cooperative that's working off 1.5 hectares of land, really in the heart of Luxembourg, 15 minutes away from city centre. Luxembourg imports over 98% of its vegetable consumption, and any farming that does take place here is highly subsidized and not really a profitable economic model. So what we wanted to do is to show that it is possible to, first of all, make a living from a small-scale farm, as well as produce local, fresh, organic produce, something that is not very common and there is a demand for. There's 3 pillars to TEDA. One is the production of fruit and vegetables. The second part is education. And then the third pillar would be this whole community building, which is done by, for example, giving the possibility to interns, volunteers to come and help out and see how things are done. We're not a not-for-profit, we're not a standard enterprise. We are a cooperative, which is a juridical statute here in Luxembourg. Basically, anyone that buys shares or social parts, we call them, has a right to participate in the decision-making of the cooperative. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the people consuming the veggies that are buying social parts. Ideally, a person can be both. The way we managed to within the first month, raise 40,000 euros, which is what we needed to get things going, was by doing this cooperative. We currently have 250 members, and that's the amount we need to make ends meet. The baskets account for maybe 90% of the income, 6-7% is education. That's the way we want it. We want to show that it's the production that's keeping us going and securing our salaries, and not the education or anything else. I would dread to think of a harvest day where there's stuff to be harvested with the greens harvester and this not working. Suddenly the same job that was taking us up to 2 hours, it can be done literally in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Today we have 2 pickups happening at the same time, one here and one in the southern part of the city. We're going to put up the boxes with the vegetables in order, and we're going to write on the board this amount of zucchinis, this amount of tomatoes, and the members just basically walk around and help themselves. Especially tomatoes, they love to choose, like look at them, do I want a yellow one, do I want a striped one, do I want a black one, or so it's for them also a pleasure of choosing their vegetables.
The 3 of us, so Pitt, Sophie and I, are the founding members and are also the 3 people that are earning a salary. And then we always have apprentices, ranges from 1 to 2, that are doing this 3-year program. So they're 3 days here on the farm and 2 days in school. That's the core team. Around that, there's interns that come for anything up to 4 months.
We have from refugees to people from here, to elder people, to younger people, to students, to apprentices that travel from far away. Men, women, everyone.
We all have a time frame, so we work 8 hours. When those 8 hours are up, we have a life to go back to, we have families to go back to. And the fact that we are a team gives us this ability to be able to, for example, take off for 2 weeks and go off on a holiday that I wanted to go with my family, or that someone else wanted to go. That has been fundamental to our success in a way. Do not do it alone, do it in a team. It divides the sorrows and multiplies the pleasures. Even if you are doing it alone or whether you're doing it with someone, doesn't matter. Find that balance between work and play. Make sure there's other things in your life that are equally, if not more important than this. I think that's very healthy.
The most beautiful part is obviously the friendship. The friendship, the growing spirit of community, people that come on a regular basis. That's just the most gratifying, I guess.
There's nothing more comforting than a nice salad that we share at lunchtime with people that you love, And yeah, you get nourished not only in terms of what you eat, but also in terms of the connections and the conversations that you're having. It's really a place of life, of blossoming.